Hey everyone, welcome to Humanities 201 American Literature. In this video, I'm going to take a little bit of time to explain how I have designed the online content for the course, basically how to find your way around each week. So if you're watching this video, that means you made it to our course homepage. Hopefully you read over the week 1 announcement, the welcome announcement, and the short video that I posted inside that announcement. And then you clicked on content up at the top, and that brought you into the course content, sort of the heart of the course. And there were tabs down the left-hand side of the screen. The first one was Getting Started, and then week 1 module, week 2 module, all the way down. So we are in the Getting Started section, and there were several sub-tabs underneath that. Once you clicked on Getting Started, you probably saw several sub-tabs appear. The first was Meet Your Instructor. If you didn't look at that, you might want to just give it a quick look, because I do include my contact information and my office hours. The next sub-tab was a course overview, just a little paragraph explaining what this course is all about. And then this video, How to Find Your Way Around. And then the next one is attendance and weekly deadlines. You might want to give that one a quick look as well. And then the course syllabus, instructions on how to access the textbook, and also instructions on how to use Google Docs if you don't have access to Microsoft Word or a way to put documents in a PDF file. That might come in handy at some point, whether it's for this course or another course that you take. But I have instructions there on how to start up a Gmail account and use Google Docs. But right now we're in the How to Find Your Way Around sub-tab, and I want to focus on all the other tabs that come after Getting Started, because that's where you're going to spend most of your time, is in those weekly modules. So before I go through the first couple weeks, I want to sort of clarify how the course is designed. It's a 40-hour class that is spread out over 10 weeks. That comes out to 4 hours a week. If we were taking this class on campus, you would spend those 4 hours in the classroom with me each week. So it's really easy to accomplish those 40 hours when you're taking the course on campus. In addition to those 40 hours, you are also expected to have between 10 to 20 hours of outside work throughout the course. So that averages out to an hour or 2 of outside classwork each week. So if you add the 4 hours that would normally be spent in the classroom and the 1 to 2 hours that you would spend doing homework, that averages out to 5 to maybe 6 hours a week. And again, that's really easy to accomplish when you're taking the course on campus. Those 4 hours you don't even think about. You know you're supposed to show up on a certain day at a certain time, and you know you're going to be there for 4 hours. You also know to expect homework from all of your classes, so you don't really think much about those 1 to 2 extra hours that you're supposed to do outside of class. However, when it's an online class, it's a little different, because you are expected to accomplish all of those hours on your own each week. But just because it's an online class, the amount of hours doesn't change. You should still anticipate 5 to 6 hours a week for this class. And it becomes more daunting when you have to do it all on your own at home. And there are some advantages to it. You know, you get to decide when you're going to spend time on this course, and it doesn't all have to be at once. You know, you don't have to do those 4 hours of in-class work all at once. You can split it up throughout the week. So it does have its advantages, and you don't have to come to campus, you know. But it sometimes is difficult to remember that even though it's an online class, you're still expected to spend 5 to maybe 6 hours a week on this class. But if you keep that in the back of your mind, that 4 of those hours would normally be spent in the classroom, and then of course you have additional homework on top of that, just like with other classes on campus, it can at least help you remember that the amount of work you're having to do each week is still the same as it would have been if you were taking the class on campus. How I have set up the weekly modules kind of mirrors that idea that, roughly 4 hours of the work would be done in class, and then 1 to 2 hours would be homework. Now, while you're in class, you sometimes do activities that get graded. You do assignments that go in the grade book. You take quizzes that go in the grade book. You take exams that go in the grade book. So it's not just 4 hours of nothing but lecture and then 1 to 2 hours of homework. It's 4 hours of lecture, discussions, activities, exercises, quizzes, graded assignments, and then 1 to 2 hours of additional homework on top of that. So if you can kind of keep that as your guide, that each weekly module is sort of set up under, those guidelines, it can help you figure out how to go through the material each week and what the assignments are each week. So let's take a look at the week 1 module. First of all, when you click on week 1 module, you'll see on the right hand side of the screen there's a little paragraph and then an outline. That outline contains everything that you need to go through for the week 1 module. So item number 1 is syllabus review. So you're going to read over the syllabus and watch a little video that I've provided. Item number 2 is intro to drama. You're going to look over a PowerPoint and watch a video that I've provided. And then the third item are the week 1 homework assignments, right? There are quite a few listed for week 1, but a couple of them are just sort of like housekeeping, like the week 1 attendance quiz, the syllabus acknowledgement. Those 2 things are really just real quick things that you have to do here in week 1. The other 3 are more of like the actual graded assignments. Journal 1, the assignment for trifles, and the week 1 discussion, right? Now, some of those activities that are listed under week 1 homework, they would be done in the classroom during our 4-hour time together if we were on campus. But for the sake of keeping things streamlined, I put all of it under week 1 homework. That way, you can go to one spot in each module and know exactly what graded items you have to accomplish that week, instead of some of them being up with the PowerPoints and the handouts. Like, that's when we would do them if we were in class together, but we're not. So I'm going to put everything under this one sub-tab every week, the homework assignments tab. But just keep in mind that some of these items, because it looks like a lot of homework, some of the items we would do in class together. But again, just to keep everybody in the same spot, so it's easy to see, it's all going under that homework assignments tab. So everything that comes before the homework assignments tab is the material that you need to learn that week. Those are the lessons that we would go over together in the classroom. You'll notice that all of the items on that outline, they match up exactly to the sub-tabs under the week 1 module. So again, the first item on that outline is the syllabus review. The first sub-tab in week 1 module is syllabus review, right? You click on syllabus review, you'll see the video, right, and then a link to the syllabus. The next item on the outline was intro to drama. When you click on the intro to drama sub-tab, you'll see the PowerPoint and then the video. And then there's the week 1 homework assignments. You click on that, and you'll see those assignments listed in the same order that they are on the outline. So the outline matches up exactly to the order of all the sub-tabs under the week 1 module. It's also the same outline that appears in the announcement, right? So every week, you'll see the announcement when you go to the course homepage. It will contain the outline of everything you need to do for that week. And then when you come into the content of the class and you go to that weekly module, that outline also appears right there. So there's 2 places where you can easily find out what you're supposed to do that week. And everything matches up. Okay? If you look at the week 2 module, again, when you click on week 2 module, the outline is there, everything matches up. I highly suggest going through the material first before you try doing the assignments. It would be just like going, if you missed a class on campus and then a friend, a classmate, or the instructor sends you the homework, you wouldn't try to do the homework without knowing the material that the instructor covered in class that day. And it's the same here with an online course. You're going to need the material in order to do the assignments correctly. So definitely make some time to go through the lessons each week. Every lesson will always have a video where I explain the PowerPoint slides or the handout, whatever the case may be. I do suggest watching the videos because it is good to hear an explanation as opposed to just reading the slides. However, if you choose not to watch the videos, at least go through the PowerPoints or handouts. Going blind into the assignments is not going to do anybody any good, right? And sometimes you can go through a PowerPoint and then start watching my video. Maybe you can just listen to the video, while you're washing the dishes or, doing something else. You don't have to sit there and watch and hang on my every word, but hearing the explanation is helpful. Also keep in mind that if you decide, I'm just going to go through the PowerPoints this week, and then you go to do the homework assignments, and you're like, I don't understand this. Maybe go back and watch the videos then, right? I'm always available for questions, but a lot of times what students are questioning is already there, you just have to go back and watch it if you didn't the first time. Now, if you've gone through the PowerPoints and you've watched my video and you're still unsure, definitely reach out to me. I will help however I can. But I do suggest going through the material, possibly watching the videos before you complete the homework assignments, right? Now, let's talk real quick about homework assignments. I mentioned this in a couple other videos, but I will reiterate it here. When you click on the homework assignments subtab in a module, the only thing you're going to see at first is the weekly attendance quiz. Remember, you have to complete that quiz before you have access to all the other assignments for that week. The quiz is really easy. It is a one-question, true or false quiz. It does not count towards your grade. It is simply for attendance tracking purposes. So you do that real quick, and then you'll be able to see and access all the other assignments for that week. Okay? And then the assignments are listed. The journal will always be listed first. The discussion will always be listed last. And then there's usually 1, maybe 2 assignments in between. Okay? The journal and the discussion, you don't have to go through the module material in order to complete those. Those are sort of a separate section of the course, right? So we have these discussions and these journals that kind of go together, and they're kind of just something that we're doing over here on the peripheral. They do relate to the course content, but they don't relate specifically to any lesson that we do. It's just kind of a general set of assignments that relate to the course. It's the assignments that are listed in between the journal and the discussion where you're going to need the module material, the lessons, to help you complete. Okay? If you are unsure how to take a quiz, how to submit an assignment, how to post to a weekly discussion, on when you go into Brightspace where your online classes are listed, there should be one that you have there that's called Learner Training Course. If you don't have it, let me know. But if you go into that course, it provides you very brief tutorial videos on how to accomplish all of those different activities. And then if you still have questions, reach out to me and I will try to walk you through things as best I can, or point you towards someone who might be able to help, possibly face-to-face. But, you know, we will certainly make sure that, you know, you get to where you need to be. So that's how the course is laid out each week. Every module is pretty much the same format, right? You'll start, except for week 1 obviously, you'll start with a review of the previous week, and then the lessons for that week, and then the homework assignments for that week. The only homework assignment that you'll see at first is the weekly attendance quiz, but once you take that real quick, then you'll see all the other assignments and be able to access them. Okay? Again, try to keep in mind that everything for each week should, you know, it's designed to take 5, maybe 6 hours a week to go through the material and complete the assignments. Some weeks it'll be a little less, some weeks it might be a little more. But it's averaging out over those 10 weeks to be a total of 50 to 60 hours. That's the 40 hours of in-class work plus the 10 to 20 hours of outside work. You're doing it all outside though. You're doing it on your own. But if you can kind of keep in mind that that's how I've designed each module, you've got the lessons and then the homework. Okay? And again, you know, they're all the same, formatted the same pattern every week. I think after the first week or 2, students usually get the hang of it. But I am always here if you have any questions or if you run into any difficulty. But I think you guys are going to do just fine. And I can't wait to work with you throughout the rest of the term.